Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. And I want to shout out Chicky Chick. What's up, Trish? Janet Johnson, Latrice, Riley Huey, Kim Collins, A. McMill, and Carmichael Freeman. Thank you so much for your support. I read Khalil Gibran's book, The Prophet, when I was very young. It is a book that talks about the wholeness of life, how every part of life, love, work, joy, sorrow, freedom, pain, friendship, and death, is spiritually connected and meaningful. What he said about friendship is a friend is your needs answered. A friend is a field you sow with love and reap with thanksgiving. Friendship has no purpose except the deepening of the spirit. And he speaks on the importance of friendship. Now, when Black Americans were fighting for more Black people, because that's what they wanted, more Black people to come to this country, they were thinking of friendship, of love, of friendship, and of some kind of spiritual connection and a social connection. We wanted more people like us in this country because we were so ostracized. You know, Dr. King said our skin tone was a stigma, and the world weaponized it against us, the whole wide world. So they were lonely, and they wanted friendship with people who shared their skin tone. But they did not realize that the people who did share their skin tone in other parts of the world did not share their feeling, did not share their spirituality, and did not share their depth of understanding about racism. So they came here, and what we have now is a mess. So now we're in the process of correcting course called self-correction. And this correction is coming in the form of delineation. These people don't have what it takes to be friends with us. So we're wasting our time. Now on an individual level, maybe so. But as a collective, no. And we are not responsible for trying to reunite all of these different people around the world when they come here expecting us to do something for them that they are not willing to do for themselves. So that's not how it works. But anyway, I saw this video, and I think this guy's name is Dave Anderson, and I thought this was very appropriate. So I'm going to share that with you.
Do you believe that FBA has helped clarify the Black American identity, or has it created more division than unity?
FBA is the term that many Black Americans are using to define our lineage. It is a lineage that has been here for a very long time. We didn't always call ourselves FBA, but we have always been a lineage, and we don't need anybody's permission to use the term.
So first of all, let me reverse engineer your question for a minute. Show me where unity is. Period, point blank. So if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about all of it, right? I feel like I should. If I'm going to tell it, then never mind. So what I find interesting is that there are 54 countries on the continent of Africa, and ain't none of them unified, right? Last I checked, the Haitians ain't really messing with the Dominicans like that, so there's no unity there.
Dominicans and Haitians do not get along, and I have seen it up close and personal. At a middle school in suburban Atlanta, this school was very diverse. We had children from everywhere, but those children from the Dominican Republic could not stand those children from Haiti. And the children from Haiti weren't even bothering them. And I had to intervene several times in my classroom to stop the Dominican children from talking about the Haitian children. And you could tell this was like a grown people beef. They had, there was nothing you could say to those Dominican children that would make them be even cordial to the Haitian children. So there is a long-standing beef between Dominicans and Haitians.
Jamaicans and Trinidadians, no beef, but they ain't really rocking with each other. Whenever it's time for one of them to win an award, respectfully, they make sure that they have delineation on their side. The other part of that is when you look in their social media profiles, you'll see their little flags, although they're all over here.
They're always talking about what they did or what they do here. They're always trying to compare themselves to Black Americans. There is no comparison. That's another mystery. We never know what they've done in their homeland. When we hear about their homeland, it's always something that somebody else is doing to them.
Telling us how we're lazy and we're this and we're that. So my issue is, if you're so great, and let's keep it a buck, the one thing the president did say that I did agree with was that a lot of these places are shithole countries. So if you were so dope, if you were so educated, let's face it, you are the best of the worst. That's why you're here. That's why y'all got together in your village and y'all put y'all monies up. Y'all done sold all the coconuts you could sold. Y'all done weaved all the bamboo moccasins y'all could come up with. And y'all got your asses on the banana boat and y'all came over here. So you're the best of the worst. And if you were that talented, why is it you can't fix your countries?
That is the question that everybody is asking. If you are so smart and so talented, why does your country look like it looks? And why are you all running to somebody else's country to be somebody? Why can't you be somebody in your own country since you're so smart? And those African countries look awful. Some of those houses are just deplorable. My daddy and his brother built our house way back in the 60s, and that house is still standing. We're renting it out, but it's still standing. It's a solid house. It doesn't look like those shacks that we see in these third world countries. So if you're so smart, why can't you do better in your own country? Why can't you help your own people? Why do you have to run to somebody else's country to be somebody? That's the question everybody's asking.
Why Haiti look like a shit show nobody want to be at? You know, Liberia, you know, because that was the whole thing. Let's go back to Africa. Liberia is full of civil war right now.
Well, I'll take it back to the beginning. We offered friendship. We wanted to be friends with them. And now we're really having buyer's remorse because we are the authors of our own disillusionment, because we should have let those people stay where they were. White people had a system where they were letting them come into this country on a case-by-case basis with white sponsors. And they knew how to act then because they had the white man over them. And that is what they are used to, and that is what they respond to. And so our friendship wasn't accepted, so we need to leave these people alone. If you can get along with them, that's fine. But you have no responsibility to extend the hand of friendship to them. Let them come to you. And that way, you can vet them more properly. That's all I have to say about this, and have a good evening.